Welcome back to part 9, round 106. Using color H, we'll start in any of the chain 2 corner spaces with 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Then we want to make a double crochet in each of the 201 stitches across, and we want to make sure that we use that very first stitch, which can be a little bit hidden in the corner, to place our first double crochet, and then double crochet in each stitch across. Each side will have a total of 205 double crochet with the chain 2 in the corner. So you can go ahead and work that all the way around, joining to our starting stitch to finish off this round. Round 107, using color B, we'll start in any chain 2 corner space with a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We want to skip the first 5 double crochet. We'll make a front post double around the next one. So we skipped 5 double crochet. Around the 6th one we make a front post double crochet, chain 1, and a front post double around the same stitch. Chain 3, 2, and 3. We'll skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then working around the next one we'll make a front post double, chain 1, front post double, chain 3, and skip 4, and continuing down the side. So that front post double, chain 1, front post double around every 5th double crochet, skipping 4 in between. So I've made 2 full repeats. I've started my 3rd one. We're going to have a total of 39 times where we work this down the side. So you can go ahead and do that, and I will join you just before the next corner. You will notice as we work down this side that these sets of front post double crochet are on either side of the clusters by those treble crochet. So that helps you with the placement for those as you work your way down the side. So when you've done the 39 repeats, you will want to make sure we skip those 4 stitches and place one more set of the front post double, chain 1, front post double, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll skip these remaining 4 stitches of the side, work our double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then ready to start the second side with the chain 5, skip 5, and then our sets of front post double crochet, chain 1, front post double, chain 3, and skipping 4 stitches. So you can work all around the sides and joining to our starting stitch to fasten off this round. Round 108, using color H again, we're going to be working in round 106 in front of these chain stitches from last round. We want to start in the 3rd stitch after the corner of 106. So we skip those first 2, and then we'll double crochet in the next 2. So 1 and 2 double crochet. Then we will skip the next 3 stitches. So it's the one before the stitch that we place those front post doubles, and we'll stitch that we'll skip that stitch that has the front post doubles around it and the following, but we'll chain 4 first, and then skipping those 3 stitches I just mentioned, we'll double crochet in the next 2. And we'll do that a total of 40 times down the side. So chain 4, skipping 3 stitches, the one before, the one with the front post double, and the one after, and double crochet in the next 2. So you can go ahead and continue that down the side, and I'll meet you just before the next corner. When you've worked the 40 repeats down the side, you will end up with just that 1 stitch remaining before the corner. We're going to chain 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to skip over the corner and we're going to skip those first 2 stitches of row 106 on the side and working the double crochet in each of those next 2 stitches. And then we're ready to work our repeats of the chain 4 and skip 3 to double crochet. So you can go ahead and work that all the way around and join to our starting stitch to finish off this round. Each side will have a total of 40 chain 4 spaces, 82 double crochet for 242 stitches, and a chain 8 space in the corner. Round 109 using color D, we'll start in any of the chain 8 corner spaces, and we're going to make a single crochet in that chain 8 space. So this round we are making the heads of Alibaba and the 40 thieves. So we're going to be making puff stitches. We want to try and use our index finger, and I'll try and show this to you, to hold the loops in place on our hook so they don't overlap, to help make the faces come out nice and evenly, or make the heads come out nice and evenly. So in round 106, in between these 2 double crochet that are already there, we're going to make our first puff 5. So we yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. So that's twice. We'll do it a total of 5 times. It's 3 times, hold that loop on the place, 4 times, and 5 times. Yarn over, pull through all loops on your hook, chain 1 to close. The chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Then we will single crochet in that same chain 8 space. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we will single crochet in this next chain 4 space of round 108. And we want to make a puff 5. We are going to work in between these 2 front post double, but we're going to work in top of the stitch that the front post doubles are worked around. So using your hook, you might want to pull that stitch to the front so that we're working in front of the chain 1 space in between those 2 front post double. So we'll yarn over, insert our hook in that double crochet of round 106 between the front post double that were worked around it, pull the loop up, 2, 3, 4, and the last one, 5, yarn over, pull through all loops, chain 1 to close. We'll single crochet back in that same chain 4 space where we single crochet before the puff stitch, and then chain 2. So we'll repeat that 39 more times, so we'll have a total of these 40 heads. Single crochet in that chain 4 space, then we'll work that puff stitch using our hook to pull that double crochet to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1 to close, single crochet back in that chain 4 space, chain 2, and so on. So you can continue to work that all the way down the side, and I'll meet you just before the next corner. So after the 40 repeats, we will have made the chain 2. We want to chain 4 more, 2, 3, 4, for a total of 6 chain before the corner, and then we can just start again with our corner. So we single crochet in that chain space of the corner and work the puff 5 between those 2, double crochet already in the round 106 corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single crochet back in that same corner space, chain 6, and then we're ready to work down the next side with those puff 5, chain 2, single crochet in those on either side of the puff in the chain space. So you can go ahead and work your way around, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. So when you get to the end of the round, you will just finish with that extra chain 4 after our last chain 2 and join to our starting single crochet to finish off this round. Each side will have 82 single crochet, 40 of those puffs, 5 stitches, 39 chain 2 spaces, 2 chain 6 spaces, and another puff in the corners. Round 110, we're going to be making the turbans around the 40 thieves heads that we made the other round. I'm going to be using a fairly dark yarn for my turbans, but to show you on the video, I will just use this yellow yarn. The pattern suggests that you use color I for the turbans. So we're going to start with any of the corner puff stitches. We're going to make a front post half double crochet around that corner puff. So we yarn over, insert the hook around the back of the puff stitch out to the front, pull that yarn through, and finish the half double crochet for a front post half double crochet around the corner puff 5. We'll chain 3 and make a half double crochet in this chain 6 space, and chain 3 again. So we're going to make our first turban stitch. The first 2 double crochet will be placed in the first of these front post double crochets. So we want to work in front of our other round. So I'm just using my hook to pull that stitch to the front. So we'll place 2 double crochet in that first front post double crochet, and then we're going to make 2 more double crochet, and we're going to place it just past the second front post double in that first chain. So not in the chain space, but right in the chain itself. We will make 2 more double crochet, 1 and 2. So we've made 4 doubles. The first 2 are in that first front post double. The second 2 are in the chain just past that second front post double. And then, as though we're working a popcorn, we'll remove the loop from our hook, insert into that first double crochet, put the loop back on the hook and pull through. All of them to sort of join them together to make the turban. Then we'll chain 2, place a half double crochet in this chain 2 space. Chain 2. We'll do that a total of 39 times. So that's 2 double crochet in that first front post double, and then 2 double crochet in that first chain just after the second front post double, you want to try and make sure you grab 2 loops of the chain. I'm going to try that once more. I only got 1 loop. There we go. That's the 2 double crochet in the first chain after that second front post. Remove the loop, in through the first double crochet and pull that loop through. Chain 2, half double crochet in that chain 2 space, chain 2, and so on. So you can go ahead and work that all the way down the side, and then I'll meet you at the first corner. So when you've worked down the side, you'll have finished with this 39th repeat, the chain 2, half double crochet, chain 2, and you'll want to make one final turban stitch around this last puff 5. And then this time we will chain 3, half double crochet in this last chain 6 space before the corner, chain 3 again, and then we're ready to start the side with that front post, half double crochet around the corner puff 5 stitch, chain 3, half double crochet in that next chain 6 space, chain 3, and then ready to start down the next side with our turban stitch, chain 2, half double crochet, chain 2. So you can go ahead and work all the way around, and I will meet you at the end of this round. So when you've worked your way around all 4 sides, after the final half double crochet, chain 3, you'll just join to the starting front post half double crochet. Each side will have a total of 40 turban stitches, 79 chain 2 spaces, 42 half double crochet, 4 of the chain 3 spaces, and then the front post half double crochet in the corner. Round 111 using color H. We are going to start working in round 108, so it's the round with the matching color. We'll start in that first double crochet past the corner stitches. We'll place 2 double crochet in each of these first 2 double crochet in round 108. So double crochet in the first, 2 double crochet in the first double, and 2 double crochet in that second double. So we're working in front of rows 1, 9, and 110. Then we want to work a front post half around this puff stitch, but we want to work it from the back. So I'm just going to fold over the turban stitches from last round to see the puff stitch. We enter from the front around the back of that puff stitch to make a front post half double crochet. we'll continue to work that down the sides. So 2 double crochet in each of those 2 double crochet in round 108. And then a puff stitch, or sorry, a front post half around the puff stitch, of round 109. So we'll continue to work that a total of 40 times down the side, and I'll meet you just before the corner. So when you've finished your 40 repeats down the side, we will want to make those 2 double crochet in the 2 double crochet left on round 108. Then we're going to make, then we're going to make a treble crochet down on this last double crochet of round 106, just before that puff 5. So treble in that last stitch of round 106. And then in the chain spaces of both round 109 and 110, we will make 2 more double crochet, 1 and 2, and then just in round 110 we will make 2 more double crochet in that chain 3 space, chain 2. We're going to skip over that front post half double crochet, place 2 double crochet in that chain 3 space, 1 and 2, and then working in both the rounds 109 and 110, we'll make those 2 double crochet in those chain spaces, 1 and 2, the treble down in that second double crochet of round 106. So the first double crochet of round 106 is hidden by the corner stitches, so we skip that one, and then into the second one is where we work the treble crochet. And then we're ready to start our side again with 2 double crochet in each of these first 2 double crochet of round 108. And then ready for the front post half around the puff stitch and to continue down the side. Okay, so to work the corners, we did the 2 double crochet in these last 2 double crochet of round 108, a treble down into the last double of round 106, 2 doubles over both of the chain spaces of 109 and 110, 2 doubles in the chain 3 of just round 110, chain 2, skip the front post half, the 2 doubles in round 10, 2 doubles in both chain spaces of 109, 110, the treble down on 106, and then ready to start our next side. So you could go ahead and work that all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. So when you have worked all 4 sides, you'll have finished your 40 repeats, and then as you get to the last corner, you'll want to make that corner again. So that treble down on 106, the 2 double crochet under both of the chains from 109 and 110, the 2 double crochet just in the round 10 chain space, chain 2, skip the corner, 2 double crochet in 110 chain space, the 2 double crochet in 109 and 110 chains, and then that last treble down on 106, and then join with a slip stitch to our starting stitch to finish this round, but do not fasten off. So to start round 112, we will chain 3 from where we left off. Then we'll double crochet in the next stitch. And we want to double crochet in this next stitch, but also insert our hook through the half double crochet of round 110 and make the double crochet through both of those stitches to start round 112. And double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then again we'll double crochet in that next stitch as well as the half double crochet behind. So we'll continue that for a total of 40 repeats. So it's double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then this next stitch, that's the third of the group of 4, we will always catch the half double crochet that's behind in round 110. So continue to work that down the side and I'll meet you before the corner. So when you've worked your 40 repeats down the side, you'll be just a little bit before the corner space. We'll want to place a double crochet in each of those 6 remaining stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then in the corner chain 2 space, we will work 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet in that corner space. Then we're ready to work down the next side, and we will double crochet in those first 7 stitches. And the first one is hidden, so be careful to work in that first stitch, and 7 double crochet. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then that next stitch is where we will work that double crochet in the half double crochet from round 110. And ready to start our repeat of the double crochet 4 and the double crochet in both the round 111 and round 10. So you can go ahead and work your way all the way around. Finishing up round 112, we've done our 40 repeats and we're ready to make a double crochet in each of those next 6 stitches. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then in the chain 2 space of the corner, we'll make that new corner of 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. And then instead of double crochet in the next 7, we will double crochet in the next 5. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then our last double crochet should be in that treble from last round. And then we can join to the top of our starting chain 3 to finish off this round. Each side will have a total of 218 double crochet with the chain 2 in the corner. So starting round 113, we're going to be working the turban this round for Alibaba. So we're going to start with a double crochet in the chain 2 corner space around 112, and then we'll chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we'll remove the loop from our hook, and we're going to bring that loop around the back and up through this chain space here between the double crochet that are already there. So we'll push that to the front, putting our hook back on, and we'll also pull some of the working yarn to the front as well. Then we're going to make a set of 3 partial trebles on the double crochet just before that puff 5 in the corner. So we find that double crochet and we'll work this as a front post partial treble 3. So we bring that yarn up, yarn over, pull through 2 times, leaving 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over twice, insert around that same double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 twice. Oops, and we should have 3 loops on our hook now. I'll do that once more, mine slipped off. So this is the second partial treble again, pulled through 2 loops twice. I now have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over twice again for the third partial treble around that same double crochet, pull through 2 twice. We should have 4 loops on our hook. Then we're going to do the same thing of 3 partial trebles on the other side of the puff stitch in that double crochet just past the puff stitch. But instead of inserting our hook the way we would usually do that, we want to insert from the other side. So I'm just going to twist my work a bit, yarn over twice, and working under. You might need to pull that double crochet up just a little bit higher so that you can get your hook under to work a post stitch. Pull the loop up, yarn over, pull through 2 twice. You'll have 5 loops on your hook, and we'll do that twice more. Pull up your loop, yarn over, pull through 2 twice, 6 loops on your hook, and one more time. Oops, make sure you don't grab that puff stitch. Pull up a loop, pull through 2 twice, 7 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 7, and chain 1 to close. Then we will chain 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We'll remove the loop from the hook. We'll want to push that back to the back of our work through that same space and pull that working yarn to the back again. Then from there we're going to make a combination stitch of a partial treble and partial double crochet. So we'll yarn over twice, and then in the top of our starting double crochet we will finish off that treble, just pulling through twice and leaving 2 loops on the hook. And then we will double crochet back into that same chain 2 corner space where we started, leaving 2, just pulling through 2 the first time, so we have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 to finish off the new corner. So it'll look like a double crochet, chain 2 double crochet, but it's that first part of the together stitch, the treble, that forms the space for this first corner. We will chain 1, skipping the first stitch. We're going to double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, and we'll do that twice. So skip a stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip a stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and then we're ready to start our repeat. So we're going to be making a single crochet, and for this first side it's going to be the turning or the top of the chain 3 from our previous round, which acts as the double crochet, and it's just past the double that's in that treble. So we will single crochet in the top of that chain 3 and repeat that down the side, chain 1, skip a stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. So the single crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, we will do 103 times down the side, and I will meet you just before our next corner at the end of those 103 repeats. So when you have finished your repeats down the side, you will have that chain 1, we'll skip a stitch, make a half double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip a stitch, and we'll double crochet in that last stitch before the corner, and we'll chain 1 again. Then we're ready to work that corner turban, Alibaba's turban. So we'll double crochet in the chain 2 space in the corner of round 112. Chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We'll remove the hook from the loop, and then working down in this space here between the double crochet that are there, we want to pull that chain through and pull some of the working yarn through to the front as well. And we're going to work the partial treble, front post treble 3 together. So we yarn over twice, and then around the double crochet just before that puff 5 in the corner, we will insert our hook around it, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 twice, leaving 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over twice, we'll go around that same double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2 twice, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 twice for 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over twice, then working on the other side of the puff stitch in that double crochet on that side, but working from the opposite side. So instead of working right to left, remember we're going to work opposite direction and work 3 more partial trebles. Pull through 2 twice, we have 5 loops on our hook, work another partial treble, 6 loops on their hook, and the last partial treble, 7 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through, pull through all 7 to finish off. And we closed with that closing chain. Then we will make a chain 7 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but remove the loop from the hook and then pull that chain back through that same corner space and pull the working yarn back to the back again. And then we're going to make, to finish off the corner, we're going to make that treble crochet in the top of that double crochet in the corner space. So a partial treble, leaving 2 loops on the hook, and then we'll double crochet back in that chain 2 space, 3 loops on the hook, pull through all 3 loops. So we'll chain 1, we'll skip the first stitch, double crochet in that next stitch. We'll do that twice, chain 1, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip a stitch, half double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip a stitch, single crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, and so on down the next sides. So you can go ahead and work that all the way around all 4 sides. So as you're finishing up your final side after those single crochet, chain 1 repeats, we will chain 1, skip a stitch, half double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet in the last stitch, chain 1, and then we can go ahead and join to our starting stitch, which is that double crochet that we already worked that sideways treble in. And fasten off to end this round. So each side will have a total of 103 single crochet, 2 half double crochet, 4 double crochet, 110 chain 1 spaces for a total of 219 stitches, plus the corner turban and that treble, sideways treble. Round 114, our final round for this part with color K. I will switch to color K after I demonstrate. It's fairly dark color, so I'm just using a lighter one so you can see stitch placement for right now. So in our corner space, it looks like a chain 2 space. It's actually that treble that's kind of lying sideways. We are going to place 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in that corner space to start this round. Then we want to double crochet in the top of the stitch, which is actually the double crochet part of that treble double crochet 2 together that we made in the corner. So double crochet in that first double crochet of the corner. And then in the chain 1, we're going to make a back loop, half double crochet. So not in the chain space, but the back loop of the chain 1, we'll make a half double crochet, back loop only, half double crochet. And then working down the side for 109 times, we'll make a back loop only, half double crochet in the stitch, back loop only, half double crochet in each chain. So we'll continue to work that 109 repeats, and then I'll meet you just before the next corner. So as you've worked those back loop only, half double crochet down the side, we want to end the side with that double crochet in that final stitch of the side. And then we're ready to work the corner again with that 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet in that corner space that was created by the sideways treble, and then double crochet in the top of that treble double crochet together. And then ready to work down the side with those back loop only, half double crochet in the back loop of the chains and in the back loop of the stitches. So you can go ahead and work that all the way around. So when you've worked your way down the final side, Remember, you'll make that double crochet in that last stitch and then join to our starting corner stitches to finish off this round and this part. Should have 219 back loop only half double crochet with the 6 double crochet on each side, the chain 2 space in the corner.